Hello, lovelies. How are you doing? It is nice to see you, sweeties. Hello to DM. Hello to Watson. Hello to Lilith. Hello to Carrie. Hello to Sally. Hello, Diane. Hello, Sean. DM, if you want, you can post your question right away, my sweetie pie. We can start on off with you. Then we have MZ. We should be having our beautiful Jasmine also that should be around. So we're going to start this off with DM. Whenever you're ready, my love, you can definitely post away. How is everybody doing today? Is there anything that you should look forward to avoid in the next 5 days, work or at home? Nice to see you, sweetie. Absolutely, my beautiful timestamp. My beautiful Julie, you shall have a timestamp, my love. So just drive home safely, and you're going to be right on after DM, so you will have a timestamp. Drive safe, my love. All right, here we go. So, my dear DM, anything that you need to know, let's go see, and hold on because I see there's maybe some streaming issues. Just one moment. My pleasure, beautiful. Hello, Winnie. Okay, I think we are back live, and I think everything is okay. All right, it is. So, let me go and open up at the very same time our live feed over here. And voila. Let's do as is. Let's do this. And love box number 5 should be open, and DM, I'm on my way, love. Alrighty, we're good. Okie dokie, so here we go. So we are with our dear friend DM. Thank you everybody for joining us. And let's go see what we have for you. What is popping on through in the next 5 days? Work and family. Okay. We're going to start off over here. And we're actually going to start off by saying that you're tired of juggling things. You are tired of all different kind of things, kind of going in, kind of going out, things that are changing, tired of a little bit of heartache, wanting to take a path, but a clear path. You're looking for a certain focus. You're being more confident within what it is that you want, and you are also feeling really quite more in control. However, I do feel as though there is some type of sadness, or I'm going to say some type of injustice. I feel like it's more injustice than sadness. I feel like there are some people around you who don't necessarily give you what you need or what you want. I don't necessarily feel like they give you the pleasure that you would like to have. And when I say that, I mean it into the way that, you know, we always say surround yourself with people that you care about, people who care about you, people. I just kind of feel like sometimes you're surrounded by people who might not always have the best intentions as much at home or as at work. So that I'm seeing like a little bit of a vibe within the energy, just to be a little bit careful within that. May it be in both places. What I will say for work is you could encounter a situation that's going to actually require a little extra focus, maybe a little bit extra patience also. So while things may feel a little bit kind of so-so-ish, I'm going to say, at work, there is a chance for you to showcase your resilience and problem solving skills. So stay proactive and stay open to collaboration, because it could lead you to small but very meaningful progress along the way. Hello, beautiful Sierra. How are you doing, sweetie? And Happy New Year's to you, my love. And my beautiful DM with family. Family, I said there's a little, something going on over there also. I feel like family-wise, there's a sense of connection, but there's also a little bit of that need of balance. I feel like the emotions sometimes, they just kind of run high. I feel like that's where most of the injustice is coming from over here. I feel like everybody, not just you, because I know you've got patience. I feel like people around you need to practice patience. They need to practice understanding and boundaries. They need to respect your boundaries. I'm going to say, though, however, look out for a moment that could be good, that could create joy, that could be something that could be fun or interesting anyways, into a positive kind of a way, into the following 5 days, family-wise, that could actually a little bit kind of straighten the bonds, if you will. So overall, I'm going to say, trust your intuition, stay grounded, embrace the small victories as they do come. May it be coming from work, like I said, with those little challenges, and how you're working onto the resilience, onto the solving skills, you're being proactive, you're open to collaborate. Those are all tiny little victories that end up doing something really good and big at the very end. Same thing at home, working on to the other people being nicer or sweeter or more understanding, and you keeping your boundaries. So those are all little victories that amount to something that is quite big at the very ending of it all. So keep working onto that, but keep being very strong within that, and good things will definitely come your way, sweetie. Now, I am going to give you an angel message on if there's anything else that you're wondering about that you would like to know that is more specific, ask me please, and I shall answer you. As for your angel message, you are divinely supported and guided. You need to trust into the process that is unfolding before you, even if it feels a little bit uncertain. Your angels remind you that stability and peace are within reach for you. Focus on gratitude and onto the present moment. It's going to help you attract clarity and abundance into your life. And always know that you're loved and everything is working out for the highest of good for you, sweetie. Thank you, my beautiful Sierra. I appreciate it, love. I hope that things are doing good, love-wise, beautiful. Hey, Love Shine, how are you doing, sweetie? Diane, thank you. And hello, Sean. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Diane, thank you for the caramel cappuccino, sweetie. I saw some wolves this weekend, Sean. I did. My kids took a ton of pictures. Yeah, they were lovely. So hold on just one tiny second. So please do let me know if there's absolutely anything else. You can definitely get the list, my dear Juanson. Just one moment. I'm going to go on to validate it. So one tiny second. I'm going to do a little validation and I'm going to give that to you. Here we go. I am going to tell you that Julie is up next. So Julie is definitely next onto the list. Then we have Jasmine. So Julie and Jasmine. Just one moment. Okay, so I've got Julie, I've got Jasmine, I have Zaria, so I have our beautiful Smile. After that, I have our lovely Sierra. And we have Love Shine. So the list is the following, Juanson. We have MZ followed out by Jasmine. Then we have Smile. After Smile, we do have our beautiful Sierra. And then we have our lovely Love Shine. Love Shine, you're going to be up in about 30 minutes, my love. Don't know if you want to stick around, come back, leave me questions. As you wish, my sweetie. Sierra, you're going to be up in about, I'm going to say 20 minutes, something of the such. I will leave you a timestamp Let me just go see if your questions are there, my beautiful. I'm just going to go like this. And your questions are here. So, yes. Sierra, I've got your questions. I've got smiles also. I've got to have everybody's questions except for Love Shines. So, yeah. All right. Hello, my beautiful Jerlandra. Thank you so very much, sweetie. Are your questions in PayPal? You must have just donated because I didn't see them when I was there. Let me just go see if your questions are there, my love. And we shall add you onto the list, sweetie. Okay, so hold on. I do not have you yet, but I suppose you will be popping up soon. Are your questions into your PayPal, my love? If they're already into your PayPal, you can keep it as is. If they're not into your PayPal, I'll be with you in about 30 minutes or so. I don't know if you want to come back or leave your question. Just let me know, okay? So for the moment, we are going to leave a timestamp, over here for our beautiful MZ, that she is not quite home yet. So MZ is going to be at 11:30, and Jasmine, followed out by Smile, are up next. Thank you, my beautiful Lilith. Let's go and do a pin. Alrighty, so, beautiful love. Did you send this to me over here? Where did you send me your questions? They are not here, so they are going to be contained over here. So just one tiny moment. And we are the 7th. I have you right over here. Perfect. Okie dokie. So let's move on forward like that. And here we go. I did. You're a sweetie pie. I actually slept, my dear Julie, from... I don't know. I ended up going to bed. I think it was like 11:30 last night. So I went to bed at 11:30, which is so much better than the time I usually go to bed, which is, 1 o'clock, 2 and more. So I went to bed early for me. And my alarm clock actually woke me up at 6:30 this morning. Didn't really wake up into the in-between. So I have to say, it was nice, short, and sweet, but definitely enjoyed. You are a sweetie pie. And strangely, Anna slept all through the night also, because she spent all day sleeping also, but hey. I still have to send you guys some. Maybe I'll post it. Maybe I'll post it into the YouTube feed. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll post some pictures over there, so everybody can see the experience with the lions. So here we go. Let's go and answer our beautiful Julie. And we do have a full moon this week, guys. Okay. Okay, here we go. And let's do that like that. And voila. So, hello anybody who is onto the other side also. It is nice to see you guys. So, we want to know, does Mike know that you think about it? Okay, we're going to start off with that question over there. And here we go. Buonasera, bellissima. Now, sweetie pie, I know that you did send me an email and I haven't responded on back to it, and I will respond on back later. I just have not had the time yet today, but I do have it into my reply on back, so I haven't forgotten about you, okay, Jasmine? I will reply back to what you wrote, sweetie pie. I'll try to do it tonight or tomorrow. Here we go. So, let's go and see. And by the way, Jasmine, because you just appeared, you're next, okay? You're next, my love. So you're going to be up in about 7-8 minutes or so, all right? All right, so for our beautiful Julie, who was driving safely from home, and don't type as you're driving away unless your car automatically does it. I will, Jasmine. I will. You put a lot of time into it. You put a lot of information into it. I shall reply on back, sweetie pie. So here we go for you, my sweet love. What do we have? Does he actually know, into your first question, that you do think about him at all times? Also, does he know that? Let's go and see. Okay. He does, and he kind of feels bad for it because of everything, you know, that he kind of did a few weeks ago. He feels like he needs to put more effort into this relationship because he kind of feels that because you do think of him, because you do love him, because you do send him these beautiful vibes and these messages and these manifestations and all this beautiful energy that he has, he feels like he's not putting enough in. And I definitely agree with him. So I'm going to say Mike definitely does sense your energy, and he does know that he's often onto your mind. Does he know that he's always onto your mind? No. Does he believe that you're often? I'll say yes, that you're often thinking about him, absolutely. But the connection between you is very strong and it is very mutual, even if it is unspoken. So what I'm trying to say is, even though you are thinking about him many, many times throughout the day, he is also thinking about you many, many times throughout the day. It's just that it's into that unspoken kind of a world. So I want you to think about it this way, and it kind of seems a little bit strange to say so, but you know, when you think about to yourself, I don't know, you wake up in the morning, you think about him. Let's say, I don't know, you go and you're grabbing a muffin or a grapefruit, and oh, I don't know, for some reason he crosses your mind again, or he's always a little bit into your spirit. It's very important. He sticks around into your spirit and into your messages and into your vibes also. But it's also very important in certain moments, even if you're not necessarily sending him specific messages, sitting down, meditating, wanting to purposely kind of send out those messages. It's always nice and lovely and sweet. When you're simply thinking about him, you're creating that energy that is being generated, that is slowly being, if you will, followed on through to him. So I'm going to say upon that, Sweetie Pie, that the energy is definitely there. The energy is definitely going on through within the flow. There's absolutely no doubt about it. So to answer your question is, he does not necessarily know that he is always, I'm not going to go into the always, but I'm going to say he does know that he is often, because he does feel your energy. Now, did he receive the whispering? Well, let's go see, did he receive the whispering? And the other part of that question we will go look at also. All right, so did he receive the whispering? Okie dokie. Did he receive the whispering? All right, did he receive the whispering altogether? Okay, what I'm going to say over here is the whispering altogether. My Ace of Wands is saying a yes. Were you sending him out some type of messages that he needed to take some type of action? I'm just saying, because I'm seeing like a call to action is what I'm getting that he got anyways into the messages or into the whisperings altogether. So I'm going to go and see for the second part of your question, but if your first one had anything to do with some type of call to action, anyways, that's what he gathered and that's what he got. So I'm going to say that the energy that was sent out was onto a deep level. I do believe that you stirred some emotions and some thoughts in all different kind of ways, but I see it as a call of action. So it could have been like, you know, come towards me, make the move, or call me or text me or something of the such, okay? A little bit like you would do in, let's say, an Inception. All right, so... Queen of Wands, getting over here also the Sun, getting your Eight of Wands, followed out by our Five of Cups. As for the other type of energy that you're actually talking about, I'm going to say that it added, okay? I'm not going to say that we necessarily got 100% of what you were sending on it. I feel like we got little vibes and little pieces of energy. It sounds weird what I'm going to say, but it's like if you were trying to give him a cookie and a chocolate chip cookie, all right? And the only thing he got were the chocolate chips. He's missing the cookie part. So I'm going to say he kind of got bits and parts here and there, but did not necessarily get the whole deal altogether. So that's what I'm seeing in regards to that. I do believe that it did kind of spark his feelings maybe onto a higher kind of a level. And it gave in a little bit more energy to the other messages in regards to a call to action, but not necessarily maybe giving or exactly what it is that you wanted into that. That I'm going to say no. But there was definitely some type of exchange that was there, but it was like partial. Well, let's go and see the feelings for you today. And then we're going to go on a peek at the relationship. Once again, Jasmine and Smile are the following two readings. I know there's others, and we love you, and thank you for your patience. But for the following two, Jasmine, I know you're here. Smile is up after Jasmine. All right, so feelings for you today. Sweetie Pie, it's like we're a little bit letting our guard down. We're a little bit letting our guard down. We're feeling more motivated. It's interesting that we're talking about the call for action, because into his mind, he's thinking about a call for action. He's not taking his legs or taking his phone and dialing or doing something, but in his mind, he's thinking about having a call to action. So today, he's into that place where his emotions are very tender. He's into a place where he's feeling more drawn towards you. He feels the type of connection that is very strong into a unique kind of a way. And I feel like he's trying to understand that. And it's a very interesting thing when you think about it, to try to understand what that connection actually means and how deep it actually is. And it seems like something that is so superficial when you think about it, or when you wonder about it on a very quick kind of a manner. But if you really think about it into a deep kind of a way, there are so many layers to a relationship and to a person and two people combined together, that there's a lot of things that are going into play into this. So it's almost like peeling an onion. He's taking one layer at a time and moving on forward with it. But his feelings towards you are loving and caring and sweet, and a lot of appreciation. So the bond is there. It is quite alive. It is quite strong. If we move forward to the thoughts onto the relationship, still haven't forgotten about you for the workings. Still have not. Have not. I don't know. I had like a zillion things to do today. Why? I'm basically going to have to say, and I still have like a certain list of things, and then I have to wait a few days for the other things. Everything was closed during the holidays, and I kind of have like a list of things that I got to do, but I had to wait for places to be open. Anyways, so that's why I had a zillion things to do amongst other stuff. So here we go for you, Sweetie Pie. Wanting to take the heartache away from you. Our Two of Pentacles is coming on in saying, you know what? I don't want to juggle. I don't want to juggle anymore. I'm tired of juggling with my feelings all over the place. I want to make steady progress. I want to nurture this relationship, but I do want to do it step by step. So I feel like he's considering different kind of ways to work through his feelings, to show that he has a desire to build something meaningful with you. And I like the fact that he kind of pinpointed something, like wanting to show to you that he has that desire. That I like. It is something that he has thought about, that he has wondered about, but has not necessarily done. So if he could actually just kind of put this in motion, well, this would be perfect. I would absolutely love that. But at least he's onto that motion of, I want to build something meaningful. I'm thinking of doing, everything as such. So I'm going to say, relationship-wise, he's wanting to put the efforts into it. Still not completely ready, but at least he's pinpointing the different type of actions that he actually should be taking towards it. If we look at his progress on overcoming his fears and taking actions towards you in the relationship, and I know that at the very end of this, I know that you did send another donation in, so I'm going to go and check that on out. I think it has to do with fires or something, right? You guys are kind of hit by... it happens every year, doesn't it? Yeah. As for his progress on overcoming his fears and taking actions, he's into that, making that steady progress in overcoming his fears. He's starting to recognize his own patterns, which is nice, recognizing the patterns, and he's slowly building that confidence to take that action. While it might not 100% be completely visible at this moment, his inner work is paving that way for that deeper commitment and that beautiful clarity into your relationship. So it's a beautiful work in progress, my sweetie. I love the fact that he is starting to recognize his own patterns. That is nice. Like they say, you need to figure out where the problem is, and then you need to acknowledge it, and then you can fix it, right? This is it. That's where he's at. He's acknowledged it. He's recognized it. So the next step is, let's try to mend it. Let's try to fix it. So it's going to be important for you to stay positive. It's going to be important for you to stay patient, because your connection is definitely moving into beautiful ways. The energy is moving into the right direction. So let's not forget that along the way. Okay. Now I'm just going to go and see your other question, which is right here. Jasmine is next. followed up by smile. Okay. Anybody who's into that area, please do stay safe. Anybody who is close to any type of wildfires, I will not say where you guys are living, but yes. No, I'm going to say let this one go. I like the interest. I see where this is coming from. I like it. I understand it. But I say let it go. Just let it be, sweetie. Let it be, let it be, let it be. Why? Because it's not going to change anything into your connection. So just let it be. We want to keep the interactions there. We want to keep them at a slow pace because we want him to know that you're respecting his boundaries. And so if he has anything to say that is very important, worry not, he shall let you know. Or if he needs any assistance. For the moment, I'm going to say keep it the way that it is. If ever it gets really close or they talk about some type of evacuation in his town, like close to him, then I say absolutely. But for the moment, it's still a fair amount of way, even though it's fairly close, it's still a fair amount of way. So I'm going to say for the moment, we need to just kind of let this ride. And we need to hope and wish for everybody involved and everything that's such that it does not get closer. But for the moment, I'm going to say a non-action is important because it is not going to change anything into your relationship. It might actually even just kind of create like, are you watching out or are you kind of spying on me kind of a thing because you're kind of a little bit keeping track of maybe where this fire is or what's going on with this. So I'm going to say just let it be. Let it be for the moment. It is the best thing that is going to be there. If it gets any closer, then it'll be a different type of situation and it'll definitely be worth it to reach on out. But for the moment, we need to keep it over there. Hello, beautiful Abigail. How are you doing, sweetie pie? Let me come on over and to give you some messages, sweetie. At the same time, I'm going to come and see what we have over here. I do have our beautiful Jourlander. We also have our beautiful Stacy. Stacy, I hope you're doing better today. Anybody who is onto the waiting list, please do be very patient. I shall be with you, beautiful souls, quite shortly. So Stacy, I've got you. Jourlandra also. Stacy, I do want you to know that you're going to be up in about 30 minutes or so. If you want to leave and come back or leave your question, that is entirely up to you. If you want to send me your question by email, you can do that too. Or come on back in about 30 minutes. I just don't want you to be upset at me if you wait for 30 minutes. All right. My beautiful Sierra, you are going to be up in about, I'm going to say 10, maybe 12 minutes or so. And I will leave you a timestamp, my love. Thank you for coming on back, sweetie. So here we go. I am getting over here for you, my beautiful. What are you seeing into me? Sometimes I do not necessarily know who I am at this moment. Nobody understands me but you. I cannot quite come to you at this moment. I hope that you never leave me. And I do want you to know that I do feel quite lonely. And look at that. I can't stop thinking about you. Kind of reminds me of what we were talking about. So my beautiful love, I'm sending you much love. If there's anything, whenever you get back home, please do let us know. All right. In the meanwhile, here we go. Let's go see our beautiful Jasmine. Hello, my beautiful Elaine. You shall be popping up on my screen quite soon then, sweetie. Thank you, my love. Hello, Susan. How are you doing, sweetie? There you are, Stacy. I see you now. I'm sorry, I was into other stuff. All right, I see you, my beautiful Elaine. Thank you, my love. I do pop on in every once in a while, just not always. I do. It's just between the PayPal and the emails, I have stuff a little bit all over the place. So here we go for Jasmine. Here next. Jasmine, here we go. I did want to go and open up Smile. So up next is Smile, Sierra, and Love Shine. Love Shine, if you're around, please do post your questions or let us know if they're the usual questions. I'm going to go and see if you are into my mail, but I do not believe that you are at this moment. Okay, so Jasmine, here we go into the meanwhile. I do not have a love shine over here, so... You started work again with Gigi. Okay, hold on. Okay. Let's go and see what we have. So what do we have? Let me just go see if Love Shine is around. Okay, she's not here yet. Okay, perfect. So, sweetie, buonasera, bellissima. Andiamo a vedere. Let's go on to see what is happening for you into your first question. So, yeah, you continued, Jasmine. Okay, but what, you did a little twist to it. Oh, okay, it's back. I see what you mean by that. All right, I got you. Well, let's go see what we've got into your question number 1. So, why did Gigi follow you and your students upstairs? Let's go and see that. You've been getting what? You've been getting bullying a lot, Abigail? I don't know, sweetie pie. You need to contact whoever it is that you can upon that. If you're bullied online, you need to report, you need to contact. If there's anything, you can always contact the police, or you can contact school, parents. There's a lot of things you can do, sweetie pie. Yeah, I'm sorry, sweetie. Yeah, okay, but that doesn't mean that. That doesn't mean that you deserve any of that, sweetie pie. That just means that they are weak. That they are weak and you are strong. Don't let them get to you, my beautiful Abigail. Do not let them get to you, sweetie pie. They are weak and they shall pay for what they are saying to you at some point in time, my love. Do not believe what they say. As for you, my beautiful Jasmine, here we go, sweetie, okay? Why did Gigi follow you and your students upstairs? It kind of seems like Gigi is trying to subtly kind of stay around you, so into your orbit, I'll put it that way, and make his presence known. I feel like following you and your students upstairs, even after the actual, potty break, might have been his way of being near you without directly actually engaging. So the return of your playful kind of co-worker likely added a little bit to the dynamic that Gigi noticed, and he might have been a little bit observing you and kind of interacted with others along the way. So kind of an interesting little twist. You had a fun little day, I can see. Let's go and see what the dream. Let's go see what the dream is all about. I will not mention the actual question, but your question number 2 is about the dream. I'm going to go and peek at it. So, what do we got into this dream, sweet love? I'm actually going to have to say that this, dreams, basically speaking, are a lot reflecting onto the subconscious. Not just this one, basically speaking. But now this one seems to be more into your thoughts, onto your feelings. So, sitting onto this person's lap and the physical affection actually symbolizes the desire for closeness, because it is a lap, it is close. It also does kind of talk about unresolved tension between you two. So this is definitely indicating to you that your mind is processing all these mixed signals. Like, they're just going all over the place like crazy. And your mind is actually kind of processing at the same time the different type of interactions that you guys have had. And I kind of feel like it's blending curiosity also along with boundaries. So, and it's an interesting little twist that's actually going on there, sweetie pie. But basically, it's your brain that is trying to figure out things, if you will. And it's also a want. It's a want for more closeness and everything of the such. Trying to figure out things at the very same time within those feelings. Now, in 3, how does the distance and the return, yes, of that woman kind of affect him, right? Okay. hold on. I'm going to say that your distance altogether is likely causing Gigi to feel a mix of curiosity, frustration, a little bit of self-reflection. I feel like he may be questioning why you've maintained this avoidance, especially after the long break. And the return of the priority lady, if you will, is adding complexity to the emotions. But your consistent distance is making him feel a little bit unsettled and even a little bit intrigued by your intentions. So it's an interesting little twist of faith in there. I'm going to say we're definitely intrigued by you, sweetie. But there's definitely a certain complexity within his emotions that are arriving because of the priority lady that we are talking about. Honestly, he doesn't understand exactly what you're doing, why you're doing, or where all of this is going. Will Gigi ever approach you about your distance, and how might that go? There's a chance, but I feel like if ever this person does, I feel like they're going to do it into a certain amount of time where it will make sense and it will just be that right moment in time. I don't necessarily feel like they're going to pinpoint a moment and say, okay, you know, like sometimes we think to ourselves, this is not going well. I've got problems with this person. Tonight I'm going to talk to them. I'm not quite seeing it that way. I kind of feel like if it's the right thing at the right moment, then this person is going to start talking to you about something and figure something out. So if it does continue for a certain amount of time, eventually this person will address your distance. But like I said, it could take a certain amount of time because it's not something that we're planning. It's something that's going to happen whenever it happens. And that's pretty much what it is. So a little bit like onto the fly, if you will. He could be a little bit waiting, I'm going to say, for the right moment. But I feel like he's also, more than anything else, struggling with how to approach the conversation without appearing defensive in any kind of a way. But his main issue is that he's stuck into that place of curiosity, but he's also stuck in that place of a little bit of self-protection. So I'm going to say if ever he does actually come on closer to you, what should you do? Stay calm, stay grounded, focus onto your boundaries, and focus what you actually want to the outcome of this interaction. Be clear, but be kind, right? So if he asks about your distance, you can frame it as focusing onto your own professionalism, maintaining your own boundaries, and then it's not about him. It's about you. You're doing what you need to do, and it has nothing to do with him. You can expect some defensiveness because he may initially kind of react a little bit defensively, but still staying composed is going to help kind of steering the conversation into the right way that you want it to be. So basically, I'm going to say that your decision to maintain distance is a good way to preserve your energy and to avoid unnecessary complications, but definitely don't play the game because then that's going to kind of, give the offset. It's going to give the complete different. So if this is your goal to preserve your energy and to avoid complications, perfect. But if your goal is to kind of spike him and get something from him, then you're definitely going to get something at some point in time, but it could become a little bit complicated along the way. So I'm going to say for the moment, trust your instincts. Let Gigi's actions and words reveal a little bit his intentions over time, my love. Yeah. Lilith. La la la. What are you? Oh, you booked for one more reading. Perfect, my beautiful Stacy. Thank you, my sweet love. I am not on Love Shine. I do not have Love Shine's questions. Lilith, you are pointing some fingers up at me. You're texting. Yeah, that's okay. That's all good. Alrighty. All right, my beautiful Stacy. I'll be with you soon, sweetie pie. It's cold here, Sean, sweetie. It's been really friggin' cold. We've had like -20, -25. It's been cold, sweetie. It's supposed to get a little bit warmer into the following days, so that'll be okay. Buonanotte, bellissima. Buonanotte. What, Elaine? What? I just said it's cold. Yeah, no, it's really cold. It's really, really cold. But I heard the weather guy today say that on Thursday, I think, which is really not far, it's going to be like -4 or something. So that's pretty darn good. So yeah, getting better. It is what it is. We cannot control the temperature. We just have to live with it. So if you don't like it, I say stay inside. I can't do anything about it. If it's going to be -20, it's going to be -20. I can definitely do, though, I could definitely decide that I'm not going to go out. All right, so Smile is next. Now, I can see that everybody's a little bit wondering where they're at, what is going on, and everything in the such. I know that Watson does have a list, and I know that his list is nice and correct, but here we go. I know, stupid cold. I would say another word than stupid, but I like your twist onto it. I am with Smile at this moment, moving on forward to Sierra. Then I'm going to see Love Shine. So, yes, that's it. There you go. Thank you, sweetie. Hey, my dear God, you took it away, sweet one. So, Smile, Sierra, Love Shine, Dralandra, Stacy, and Elaine. Elaine, at the moment, you're still my last year, my cherry, my whipped cream, and everything on the such, sweetie pie. Did it snow? Did it snow in Roma? I don't know, sweetie pie. You know what, my beautiful Jasmine? When I met my my ex-partner years ago, it had never snowed where he lived except for like once when he was a little boy. And when I was there, it was so friggin' cold. I don't know, it was like Elsa or something. It actually snowed and it was actually really cold. And the following winters when I was there, it didn't always snow, but it was cold. So cold that the pipes, they have very old pipe systems, right? They were frozen. People's waters, seriously, the pipes were frozen. People weren't able to get water through their house anymore. They were bursting. Like, it was chaotic. That being said, it does not happen all that often, but I'm going to say lately, the last 10, 15 years, it will actually snow maybe 3-4 times, but it leaves quickly. Yeah, they're really quite funny, Elaine. When they start, you know, they don't have shovels. They use their witch brooms to, like they are like witch brooms. Yeah, to remove the snow. It's kind of funny as a Canadian to see them with their brooms. But yeah, I feel bad for them because if it's snowing over there, it means it's crazy humid and it's cold. All right, so let me go and see for Smile over here before I have to give a new timestamp. A beautiful Smile. First of all, I do want you to know that I did reply back to your email. I did send you something. There's not that much into it, but there is a precision upon what it is that you were asking me for. So that is good. That is sent out. Please do check your email, my love. I will be continuing to do the workings onto the upcoming full moon that is coming on up this week. Well, into the following, I think, 5 days. So I will be working onto that. Into the meanwhile, let me come and see for your questions over here, sweetie pie. So, are you going to hear back into your question number 1? Here we go. Are you going to hear back? Thank you, everybody, for your beautiful patience, sweetie pies. The following questions are not as long, so I should be with you guys a little bit quicker, okay? What is my favorite thing to do at tarot readings? I like them all, my beautiful Abigail. I do tarot, I do witchcraft, I do pendulum, I do all different kind of things, sweetie. I just love it. Nothing in specific, my love. I just like the energy that goes and that surrounds it, sweetie pie. Tarot is something that ends up kind of overpowering you. You think about it, you wonder upon it, you see synchronicities all over the place. It's an interesting place to be into, Abigail. That being said, my dear, oh my God, I just almost got logged out over here. Are you going to hear back from them regarding, so next week by Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to say no, sweetie pie. They're actually trying to push things off as much as they possibly can, sweeties. So I'm going to say no for the moment. Not right away. I'm going to say perhaps into the following 2 to 3 weeks, but not really before. Either they don't have all the information or they're kind of trying to push you off a little bit more. So, no, not by Monday or Tuesday. Following 2-3 weeks, you might even have to actually run after them a little bit, sweetie pie. No, they're not doing it this month. No. And even next month, no. I'm actually going to have to say into this one, sweetie, into my mind, I'm seeing more around the month of March or April. So I'm going to say March or April, and I'm definitely going to have to say you're going to have to run after them. they're not going to be that easy, and they're not going to be that giving, and not that quickly. They're definitely going to make you wait for it, sweetie pie. So I'll say March or April from the energy that I see at this moment. Hopefully it'll be pushed on forward and you'll get it before, my love. And as for this week, you're gonna have to wait for them for a good 2-3 weeks, and you're probably gonna have to kind of, call them up, text them, send them an email, try to see where all this is going, kind of push them a little bit into the back, because otherwise things are gonna take a certain amount of time, sweetie. Yeah, I'm sorry, my love. I know. Let me give you an angel message, sweetie. And like I said, for the workings, I will be doing some more for you onto the full moon, and please do look into your email, sweetie. Okay. Hello, my beautiful Anna. How are you doing, sweetie? You can definitely, sweetie pie. We still, for the following few days, we still only have PayPal, my love. Yes. Angel message for you, sweetie. Embrace your light, my love. The angels want you to know that you are surrounded by love and divine guidance. They encourage you to trust into your inner wisdom and into the decisions that you are making. Even when the situations feels unclear or challenging, know that you are onto the right path. Take time to nurture your soul by focusing on gratitude and self-care. Know that your energy radiates so much more brightly when you're aligned with your true self, my sweet love. So trust into the divine plan and allow love and light to guide your path, sweetie. Yeah, you're not last. You're not last, Elaine. It's already done, sweetie. You don't want to be my cherry? Hello, my beautiful Julie. Absolutely, sweetie. Nice to see you are home and safe. I'm going to go and see our beautiful Sierra into the meanwhile. So here we go for Sierra. Sierra is going to be, I'm going to put out 48 minutes. I'm going to go and get your questions. Up next, the following readings are Loveshine, Dralandra, and Stacy. Then it is Elaine. All right. So that is what we have for the moment. Sierra, let's go and see what's happening. And here we go for Sierra. To become the, yeah. All right, sweetie. They're selling it because they want to purchase another one. They want to purchase a big one, a bigger one. Is there anything happening, my beautiful Sierra, by the way? Do you have any idea if your ex wants to have more children? I'm just asking into my gut feeling. I feel like they want to buy something a little bit bigger. And I feel like for some reason it is related to family, like making the family like a little bit bigger. I'm not saying that she's pregnant. I do not believe that she is, but I kind of feel like it might be something that they're interested in. Thank you so very much, my beautiful Anna, sweetie pie. Anna, I'm going to go and see if your questions are in PayPal. Just one brief moment. And they are not. So we also do have, after Anna, we do have our beautiful Susan. Anna Lynn, would you like to come on back, my love, in about, I'm going to say 30 minutes? Or would you prefer to post your questions and we'll leave you a timestamp? Yeah, well, you can do different things, Anna. You can post them here. You can send me an email with your questions, or you can come back in about, I'm going to say 25 minutes or so, and it'll be your turn. So any of those, email here into the chat or come back. You'll get your answers in about 25 minutes, my love. And thank you for your donations, sweetie. So, Sierra, my sweet love. Yeah, so let me know about that, Sierra. If you have, you might not know about it because I don't see why the ex would actually talk to you about this, but for some reason there's a little something that is kind of going on through into that. Yeah, so let's go and peep into it. Okay. So there's different things that are going on. Okay. I actually feel like I said there is a little something that is going on into that they might be thinking about kind of making their family a little bit bigger. So, but at the same time, I feel like they want something that's different. Perfect. Could Lilith or Juanson please post my email to Anna into the shorts feed, please? And thank you, loves. Anna, no problem, sweetie. Thank you for sending them to my email, my love. And thank you, Lilith and Juanson, sweeties. Sierra, it seems like Jay and his wife, thank you, Lilith, sweetie. It seems like Jay and his wife, they may be selling their house due to different type of financial changes, but I feel like they want to have a fresh start. I feel like they want to have a little bit bigger. I feel like they want to have a little bit into a different neighborhood. I feel like for them, it's a transition. It's a shift in priorities. They might be thinking about actually having like another child. So this is what I'm seeing over here. These are going to be the main reasons that are popping on through. And now, when is that actually going to happen, right? Now, I'm hoping that whatever you did into your question number 2, if you know the difference into the colors, right? The white, the gray, and the black. If you did white, it might not happen. It could, but it could not. If you did gray or black, then chances are it will happen, but it might take more than one shot for it to happen. That being said, the type of working that you did, which is a candle type, they do require patience. They can be really quick, but they can be a little bit slow too. And it's going to be important over here for you as you're doing this to work in alignment so that you guys can both kind of move on forward with it. I'm actually going to have to say, depending on the type that you use, it is going to depend a little bit on to S's willingness to grow and to kind of go into that universal flow of the energy, if you will. I feel like you should be able to start to see some small changes within the following, and please don't hate me, 6 to 8 weeks. 6 to 8 weeks is going to be my answer. Then I feel like you're slowly going to start to have different type of transformations, but for the whole outcome altogether, I'm actually going to say you're probably best to do it again onto the full moon. Probably a good repeat another 2 times would be a good idea for you, and you should be able to have a full transformation within the following, I'm going to say, several months. So you should start to see changes within the following 6 to 8 weeks. And I can already hear you when I said several months. I can hear the words into your mind, sweetie. I can't say them on YouTube. They're not nice. But I will say for you, you can definitely try to speed up the process by doing it, a couple more times here and there. Always continue to focus onto your intentions and trust into the process, my sweet love. So it will take a little bit of a time for the full completion. I'm going to say probably June, maybe even July. But for things to start kind of appearing and switching on up for you, I'm going to say the following 6 to 8 weeks, my love. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad, sweetie. Let's go and get some messages over here for you. Love Shine is next. Jerlandra and Stacy. I want to hold you. Oh, geez, Louise, into my arms. Let me pick up this one that it evaded. Okay. Let's continue. You are my light at the end of the tunnel. Now, I don't know which feed you're going to be listening to this on. Probably this one. I remember the day we met like it was yesterday. I do want you to know that I do love you so very much. I want you. I'm yours forever and ever. And let's switch it on up. Let's go over here with this one. And here we go. You are my happily ever after. In your embrace, I do find my peace. You are my heart's deepest desires. With you, I am my truest self. In your arms, I shall find my home. My beautiful love. Stay strong and get those candles out for another 1 or 2 tries along the way, sweetie. I'll see you soon, my beautiful Sierra. Love Shine is up next. And do we have a Love Shine with us? You're going to be back later. You're going for a nap, Elaine. Elaine. I'm going to say 7, 10, probably about 15 minutes or so. Louis dort. Evelyn n'est pas arrivée. Okay, I'm going to say in about 20 minutes, my beautiful Elaine. Oui, t'es supposé venir après ses lunettes, mais peut-être qu'elle avait des devoirs. So 57 minutes is going to be for our beautiful love. I'm going to shut off the shorts feed at this moment because it's done its purpose. There's nobody there, so I'm going to shut it off onto that side, okay? So here we go. This one is being shut off, so we can only concentrate onto the love box. Not love box, the normal one. Okay. Okie dokie. So Love Shine. Let's go and see what we have. Thank you, Watson. Love Shine, we're going to pull out the usual. So let's go and see. How is he feeling about you? Sun up until sundown. Yeah, Sean, Elaine's coming on back. She has questions. She's just going for a nap. I think I put her to sleep. Okay, so 4 cups coming on through. All right, our King of Wands. Sweetie Pie, as for the moment, perfect. I have Annalyn's questions. For the moment, what I will say is this. I feel as though today he's had a day that a lot of things have been kind of moving on through. I am going to say that you did receive some news from him, but I feel like he wanted to be able to give you more news or speak with you more, or maybe spend more time with you. I feel like his energy is one that is loving, one that is caring, but one that is not, and I hate to say so because it is your question, sun up until sundown, how's he feeling? So I have to say, I have seen his energy higher before. I have seen him more into his power, want, and desire, and everything very strong. I feel like today is more a little bit like a mediocre kind of a day. It's a good day. It's not a bad day. But it's a day where he has a lot of things to think about. He's got a lot of stuff going on. He cannot always necessarily just concentrate onto you. So you are onto his mind throughout the day. But there is nothing quite specific that is coming on out into, like he's had, let's say, a very powerful morning or a night, or I feel like things are quite stable within his ideas and within his thoughts. You're always a little bit there with him, which is nice and sweet, and, you know, not to be neglected in any kind of a way. If we travel on forward to come and see over here, with you, How's he feeling towards you with your connection? Possibilities, spontaneous, feeling very, I'm going to say optimistic, feeling into the love, feeling harmonious, feeling like within his soul, when he thinks about you, he is happy. He is fulfilled. You fulfill him. You give him the love that he needs. You're a little bit of his dream come true, if you will. So beautiful contentment, beautiful abundance coming onto that side where he feels like he is really quite prosperous into his love and into the connection that he has with you. If we travel on over to go and see how are things going with the wife. With the wife, we're managing multiple priorities altogether. We're always a little bit into that transition. I feel like with the wife, we need to balance things. There's too much going on at the very same time, too much being asked. And I feel like he's trying to do his very best to make her happy. But I feel like he tries to actually put more effort in than she does. I feel like she's a little bit more kind of bossy and manipulative, and he kind of has to follow on through. But I feel like he has problems with that. Basically, I'm going to say it's a little bit chaotic because his energy is into a place of, I'm trying to make everybody happy, but what about me into all of this? It's like he's somewhat a little bit forgetting about himself into it, but it is something that he must do. That being said, I'm not saying that she's being nasty today. She's always a little bit into that kind of way. I just feel like he has a lot of priorities that are going on at the very same time at home. Is he upset with his wife? No. Is she manipulating and kind of making him do a lot of things to keep him busy? Yes. Sean, you and Diane can definitely come on over to Sweetie Pie, but you don't need to do my house cleaning. My house is nice and clean, sweetie. You're Sweetie Pie. Aha, that's what it is. Me too. You know what, Anna? Both have its own I mean, when you go into the other feed, it's really live, like right here, right now. It's really up to date by the second. This one's a little bit, it kind of lags for some reason. But yes, it is so much easier to follow the chat over here. And to the other one, everything scrolls and disappears. It is my issue with it also. They need to do something about it. What? I don't know. I shall mention it to YouTube at some point in time. YouTube is always, honestly, they are always trying to make things better. I know that they are. So, as for what he wants to say to you that he is not saying at this moment, he is into a position where he wants to take more action with our Page of Wands, but not being able to. I feel like he wants you to know that he wants to spend more time with you, but it's going to be a little bit difficult to spend extra time. Not spend time, extra time with you. So he's wanting to show you his love and his desire and his closeness. He's wanting to be closer to you. He's kind of wanting to just kind of jump on in with you into a beautiful adventure, but he's doing a lot of that into his mind because he feels like you guys can't always necessarily do what you would like to do, but he does love you, sweetie. Alrighty, let's go see our beautiful Jerlandra at this moment. Moving on forward, my dear Stacy. If you are here, you can post your questions. So I need Stacy to post her questions, and I need Elaine to slowly wake up from her beauty sleep. So here we go for Jerlandra. Jerlandra is going to be at 104. So Stacy, if you're here, post your questions. Elaine, you can wake on up slowly. After Elaine, I've got Anna, so I'll be with you shortly. And then we're going to be with Susan. So, Jerlandra right over here. We also have Mimi who has popped on through. So we're going to have Mimi, who's going to be Mimi from across the world, by the way. Okay. Okay, let's go see. So here we go for Jorlandra is L's. I'm going to put L. I won't say the rest of it. Girlfriend watching you on social media because you got a friend request. Let's go see. So Stacy, wherever you are, you can come on out. Elaine also. You didn't really have time for a nap, Elaine. Okay. A power nap is what they call them. All right. Quite frankly, over here, there is somewhat of an imbalance. There is. I'm going to say that I do feel like this person is watching you on social media. And, well, kind of watching you, but kind of spying onto you onto the other side. So whatever friend request you actually got, I myself personally would not accept it. I feel like it would be a bad idea. I feel like Spirit is saying no. Why? Because I feel like we're kind of looking, kind of spying, trying to figure out some information. In any case, do you really want somebody? I don't care what the reasons are. If somebody is spying onto you, why are they spying onto you? What are they trying to find out and for which reason or for which purpose, right? I honestly actually kind of feel like L's girlfriend is spying onto you because I feel like this person wants to know if you're happy, if you're into a relationship, because if they see that you're not really happy or you're not in a relationship or you're not talking with anybody, it's kind of like if this person still feels like you want to go on back with, yeah, that's it, with L. Well, no. Well, I'm not saying going back with L. I'm going to say this person altogether believes that you are interested into L. I'm not saying going back, that you could be interested. So is L's girlfriend watching you? I'm going to say bypassing kind of, so passing by somebody else to watch on you. Absolutely. But I kind of feel like there's something a little bit twisted within that, like I said. I feel like this would be a bad choice altogether, that you should not necessarily accept it. But if you're up for the challenge, you could. I just kind of feel like they're a little bit suspicious, kind of looking to see, like I said, are you happy? Are you not happy? What are you up to? What are you doing? There's some kind of reason this person believes that you have some type of interest. It could be in somebody who was around, or it could be an L, but they kind of feel like you're a little bit suspicious in some kind of a way. And that is why they are spying onto you. So I'm going to say it's up to you to do what you want, but I would say a no onto that one. Spying is no good. I don't care what the reason is. We're interested in knowing, basically, if you're interested in somebody who is around and what you're up to and what you're doing. So we're suspicious. Handsome, did you send me something like at this moment? Or is it just very late coming on in? It is very late. Is it Gmail who's late? Or is it you? Huh. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I told you. Yeah. Oh, you're very sweet, my dear Sean. There's nothing in specific other than your beautiful friendship, my dear love. What happened? Nothing happened, Elaine. I said you should wake up from your beauty sleep because it's almost your turn. I was presently, by the way, on Jorlandra. Now I'm moving over to Stacy, and then it's you, my beautiful Elaine. So that's it. So, my beautiful Stacy, you say you showed up, yes, and he did not show up. Yeah, he definitely did this on purpose. Yes, he did. Oh, yes, he did. Yeah, I was just preparing you, Elaine, so you don't miss your reading. That's it. I told you didn't have time to have a nap, Elaine. Which you didn't really. I don't know. It just popped on in now once, and I thought you were sending me some super special message. Okay, so Stacy. He told you it was an accident. No, it was not an accident. You don't forget to not go to your couples therapy. You purposely don't go to your couples therapy. You don't accidentally don't go. He's trying to give you a sign over here. He is trying to give you a sign. What is he trying to say? Let's go figure out. But this was not an accident. This was purposely done. He did not show up because he didn't want to. And he's giving you a message. What message is he giving out to you? He feels like he's being treated unjustly. Doesn't agree with the way that things are going. Not happy about it. Not happy about it and not really knowing what to do about it. You know what? You know what, sweetie? Yeah. What I'm going to say over here is the following, sweetie pie. Okay? I feel like he's trying to give you a clear message that he's upset and that he's hurt. My following recommendation is entirely up to you to take or to leave or do what you want with it. I feel since he did not show up, and you were the one who was not going to show up, which is interesting, and you did show up, and he ended up not showing up. But he's not really putting the effort in. He's not really doing what it is that he should be doing. You should let him know to turn this around, that, you know what? You feel like this is a message that he is trying to give you, that he is not interested or he's not placing your relationship as a top priority. This is not something that should have been missed. Therefore, maybe he should look at himself, figure things out for a week, maybe 2 weeks, and get back to you upon what he truly wants. And if you guys should continue onto this path. It is, you are going to therapy with him in couple therapy. Couple therapy means couple. You need to be two. Otherwise, it's individual therapy. It's your own therapy, but it's not couples therapy. Or it could be family therapy, but that's not the case neither. He needs to show up. If he's not showing up, he's not showing that you're the number one priority, that the relationship is not number one priority. So why should you put everything into it when you didn't even want to be there, when he didn't actually show on up and he comes up with, well, it's an accident. I just kind of missed it for some reason. He didn't miss it for some kind of reason. He did not show up. He purposely did not show up because he wanted to give you the message that he is upset, that he feels that this is unfair, that he feels like he's being blamed for everything. No, the therapist was not impressed. I would not have been impressed neither. Absolutely not. And it sucks because it's couples therapy. You ended up paying over $100 for this therapy without a doubt, and you couldn't even do it because he was not there. It is not okay. It is not okay. He must look at himself, he must analyze, and he must figure out what the heck is going on and why he did this. This type of manipulation is not okay and is not accepted. Not by you, not by the therapist. That's exactly what it is. You end up paying because it's too late. Therapist is already there. And you get a solo session upon what you feel. But you don't want a solo session. You already know what you want. You already know what the problems are. You want him to be able to confront you with the problems and the issues and find the answers. That's not what you got. Yes. So, sweetie pie. Yeah. Yeah. So, sweet one, it's not okay. To answer your question, he did on purpose, and I'm not impressed with him neither. So at this moment, I feel like he's sending you a message of, I'm kind of upset. I'm not happy about the whole thing. What's going on? We need to figure things out. We need to figure things out. You need to ask him if he wants to continue to go to therapy. Because he still loves you. He still wants to be with you. But he doesn't want to put the effort in, and he doesn't want to do the changes. So what does that mean to you? That's what you've got to figure out. And that's what you've got to ask him. Elaine is going to be on up next. Okay. On question number 2. It does suck. He said he wants to talk in a couple days. That's it. If you got together, that's exactly what it is. He wants to talk in a couple days. He doesn't want to go through therapy anymore. He doesn't want to. He's tired of paying. He feels like it's not going anywhere, Stacy. He feels like it's not going anywhere. He doesn't want to pay anymore. Especially since he feels like he's the one who's paying the price. He feels like he's the one who's being blamed. Basically, what I'm trying to say, my beautiful Stacey, is I'm not taking away the fact that he loves you, but he loves you into a wrong, toxic, bad way where he feels like none of this is his problem. It's all your problem. This is coming from you. It's your issues. You have to deal with it. And he's not willing to do it anymore. Or he's not willing to put all the effort into it. Or he would be willing to put the effort into it, but he doesn't want to do the therapy anymore. Basically, if you don't do therapy anymore and you go back into the same type of cycle, you're going to end up at the exact same place that you're at this moment without the therapy. You're going to end up walking away. Yeah. No, I know he's not doing the work. Stacey, I've been through the same thing. I've been through therapy, and I stopped therapy because the other person was not doing the work. Hey, if you're not going to do the work, I can't do it. It's called couples therapy. I don't need therapy for myself. I need therapy for us. And if you're not going to do it with me, then there's no us. Yeah, I've been through it before, sweetie. I've been through it before, and I've stopped it because there was no progress, there was no change, there was no nothing happening. It was, you pay money every single session, and nothing is changing. It's always about them. There is no good in them, when it is supposed to be you guys together. No good. So, sweetie pie, I shall say for you, blocked, deception, indecision, and I'm really sorry to say, my beautiful Stacey, but I do not feel like you guys will be able to pass through this test. I feel like there will be a separation, sweetie pie. So my love, he's going to want to take a break. He's going to want to take a pause. He's going to say to you whenever you guys do meet on up that he doesn't want to break up. That he wants you guys to work onto this relationship. But he wants both of you guys. He doesn't want to be blamed anymore. He wants to go back to something that is more fun, that is more normal, that is more loving, that is more caring. That's not enough work. And I feel like within the following 3-4 weeks, you're probably going to want to end up walking away, sweetie pie. Stacey, I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm sorry. There was no nice way to put this. I've been there. I know how you feel. It sucks. It hurts. And the best thing that I can say is try to say whatever it is that you can say. Try to prepare for this meeting into the following days, what your feelings are, how you feel, what you feel needs to be changed in you and in him, how you guys could maybe move along with different type of steps with therapy or without therapy. Try to kind of lay it on out so you have a little bit of a plan into your mind. Because if you just kind of arrive there and he says things and then you'll say things and nothing is prepared, everything gets confused. People say things they don't want to say. It becomes very emotional and it becomes chaotic. Try to kind of prepare for different type of situations and try to figure out what you feel would be acceptable or not acceptable, and maybe what your solutions could be moving on forward, if you have any solutions, is the best that I can say, sweetie. Yeah. Speak with your heart, Stacey. Speak from your heart. When you close your eyes, when you close your eyes and you think about him and you're thinking, oh my God, I'm so upset at you. I absolutely hate you, but I still love you. Say I absolutely hate you, but I love you. But precise what you're talking about. Say, I don't like the way you make me feel. I don't like the way that you treat me. I don't like the way this relationship is going. I don't feel loved. I don't feel cared. I don't feel like you take us as a priority, but I still love you. And I do want to try to find some type of way to work through this. But if you don't want to work through it, but you have been going to therapy, so you must want to work through it, you guys need to try to find some kind of way. If therapy is not going to do it, you guys could try different ways. But those are things you guys are going to have to look together. I'm going to give you some messages from the Hermit deck, okay, sweetie? And I'm sorry, Stacey. If you want to talk about it, send me an email. If you want to chit-chat about it, if you want to open on up about it, If you want to send me a message with your thoughts for the meeting, you can do that too, or pinpoints, whatever, Stacey. I'm here for you, my love. I feel you. I know it's hard, and I'm sending you a lot of love and a lot of strength, but time is going to be able to fix this. Time and conversation. You need to prepare, and you need to talk from your heart. But from your heart, from a loving space, not a hurt place, not an angry place, a loving place. He wants you to know that you do matter. I am getting seeking professional advice. He believes you need some of this. He does still love you, sweetie. He does still love you. He does believe that you do have different options also, so why would you actually want him? And our Ace of Swords, thinking, wanting, trying to figure out things. I'm going to say, Stacey, I'm not saying he's going to want to break up with you. What I'm saying is things are not going into the right direction. He doesn't want to take therapy anymore, and he feels like he's always being blamed. I'm saying that if you guys, within the following meeting and within the following 2-3 weeks, if you do not find a solution to this where he ends up putting more effort into the relationship and you guys can understand each other, then there will be an ending to the relationship. He does not want to continue into this kind of a way. He's not happy and you're not happy. So you guys have to find solutions. What he is going to be looking for is telling you how he feels and maybe looking for some type of solutions. He's not going to want to break up with you. He wants to tell you how he feels and he wants to look for solutions, but he doesn't have any at this moment, which is why I'm saying you must try to find some. So maybe you can bring some of these to the table when you guys meet on up, and maybe you guys can try to find some type of compromise. But if he is not willing to put his 50% in and your 50%, you're never going to accumulate that 100, and there will be a breakage into the following month or so. Elaine, I'm coming over to you, sweetie. Stacey, I'm sending you much love. Like I said, you can send me an email, sweetie. You can think about this. You can wonder upon it. You can send me drafts. You can... And Stacey, he does love you. I'm not taking away that he doesn't love you. He loves you. But it's complicated, and he feels like he's being blamed for everything. I'm going to let you figure out within that, is that right? Is it not right? And how you guys can mend that. That's going to be your homework for the following 2-3 days. So that when you guys meet up, there's thoughts, there's ideas, there's love, and there's solutions. The meeting up is not a boxing match. The meeting up is, I feel this way, you feel this way, but we still love each other. How can we make this work? That's what you have to remember, okay? What's up, Elaine? I'm going into the email at this moment, sweetie. Annalyn is up next. So Annalyn, please do let us know if you are here, sweetie. And here we go for our beautiful Elaine. Here we go. All right, hold on. So Annalyn is going to be next, followed out by Susan and Mimi. What is going on, my beautiful Elaine? Or is it just a hey, hi? If it's a hey, hi, hello. Okay, so here we go, sweetie. Why do you feel, yeah. Okay. Let's go and see why that is. There's actually a few things that are coming from that. From your question number 1, sweetie. When you kind of feel like your heart is kind of opening on up after that, after your, I'm going to speak about your dream. That's your question number 1. There's that feeling of love, of thought, of connection. There's a very deep spiritual and emotional experience that comes with it. So when you did get that visit, for you, it symbolized unconditional love. It symbolized loyalty, and it also symbolizes healing. Now, those are all very important to your world at this moment. I feel like the kisses that you received, they were messages of reassurance. It was somewhat, if you will, of a reminder of the love that transcends, if you will, that physical experience altogether. So this is a little bit of an experience that opened up your heart to the feelings of lightness and love, which is why you woke up feeling that way. And this is helping you reconnect, if you will, with the pure and the unconditional love that that animal has given to you, sweetie. So it is truly into its entirely into its entire message, if you will. It's a sign to embrace love. It's a sign to let joy into your life, such as your dog would actually want you to. And you say in question number 2, is Jay busy these last 2 days, right? Because I haven't really heard from him. I'm going to say a couple things. I'm going to say, yes, we have been a little bit busy, no doubt about it. I feel like that does explain the silence, but I also feel like it's not just that. I feel like we're looking towards a future. We're trying to plan our future, but I feel like this is about him taking some time for himself, dealing with different things into his life, different aspects, trying to figure out things. I feel like it's natural for you to feel worried because you're a beautiful friend, you're nice, you're sweet, you're loving, you care about him. But I feel like at this moment you need to give him that space, and you need to trust that he's going to reach out when he can. If it becomes something that's a little bit abnormal, really weird, like you don't usually, you've never, ever, ever not heard from him in 5 days and it's been 5 days, then okay, send him a message onto the 4th or 5th day. But if this is on a normality and it's just a little bit into his cycles, let it be. From what I can see, he's just juggling a lot of things, a lot of priorities, a lot of thoughts, a lot of ideas. He's really just basically planning his future, and he needs some time. But he needs some time within himself. Sometimes we need time to be with ourselves, and sometimes we need that time to be with others. At this moment, I feel like it's within him. So I'm going to say for the moment, leave it the way that it is. But let's say if another 2 days kind of go on by and that becomes a little bit abnormal, definitely do send him a gentle little kind of check-in message just to ease your concerns and a little bit make sure that, you're there for him, and to reopen up the communication altogether. Yeah. And any job offers? Let's go see any job offers from now till February. Anna, Lynn, Susan, and Mimi, following your readings. So, any job offers from now till February? 7 of Pentacles, you're looking, there are some possibilities. What I'm going to say is this, okay? I feel like the period from now to February does hold potential for you, does hold potential for job opportunities, but they're going to require you to be proactive. Our Magician is coming on through. So you need to keep applying and networking and showcasing your skills. I feel like if you do actually, and you really are quite proactive and you go out, don't wait on connection A or connection B or this person who said this, or no, go out, walk, put those curriculums in, meet people up, send emails, talk with people, call people, and you need to showcase your skills, sweetie pie. And if you're able to do that, I'll say end of February, beginning of March. There could be an offer that could align with your goals, that are going to resonate with your passions and your ideas, and really just who you are at this moment into your creative space, into your creative ideas. I'll call it your creative portfolio. So you need to stay open to the possibilities. You need to trust that the right one's going to come at the right time, but I need you to really be proactive. So if you go out there, you look, you search, you call, you do everything that you got to do all over the place, then end of February, beginning of March, you should have something that could be quite interesting for you. Yes, but you're going to have to go out and look. Hello, my beautiful Anna. Nice to see you back, sweetie. Now you can go to sleep for the whole night, Elaine. You don't have to just take a nap. You can go and rest your beautiful soul. Yeah. Have yourself a snack like your yogurt or cereal or something of the such, and relax your beautiful soul, my beautiful Elaine. Thank you for waiting so patiently. Even though you didn't want to be my cherry, you're still my cherry. And I'll see you tomorrow, my love. As for our beautiful Anna, you are back. Well, let's go forward with it. You can be my gelato too, Elaine, if you want. Wherever. Have a lovely evening, sweetie. And let me just do this like that. This. That. Okay. Annalyn, here we go. You have a job interview. Ooh, I like that. Okay, let me go see. Okay. For a county hospital. Good for you. My gosh, you're moving on forward, sweetie pie. All right, so here we go with our beautiful Anna's questions. Susan is up next, followed up by Mimi. Okay. Let me just go and make sure that PayPal is open. I'm doing well for Susan. All right. Okay, so that's gonna be for Susan after. All right, perfect. A good night, my beautiful Elaine. Thank you, Watson, for your list, sweetie. Okay, so how are you doing with our beautiful Anna? Knight of Pentacles, moving on through. Our Strength, followed out by our King of Swords. I do truly want you to get that position. I'm going to take out some more cards. I actually feel like you're going to be doing quite well. I'm just a little bit unsure about the way that they are going to be feeling that you... It's not necessarily your skills. I feel like it's more a question of personality. So I don't know exactly how your interview is going to be going. And when I say that, I mean, you know, sometimes you are who you are. You go into an interview, you could show maybe a more introverted or a more extroverted side. It could go different ways. Sometimes we feel a little bit stressed. Sometimes it depends on who's asking the question. Like, there's a lot of different determining factors that could a little bit modify the way that you usually are. And those are really, really important, because the tiniest little difference will make it that it works for you or that it doesn't. As crazy as it is, you know, they will pick team members and people. You could be the most skilled, you could be the best into the field, but if they feel that your personality is not matching the people that are working there at this moment, some companies will simply not hire you because they know that there will be a clash. So that's what I say. When it doesn't work out into interviews, it is not because you're not skilled. It's not because you're not good. Not because you didn't do a good interview. Sometimes it just doesn't match with the people that are already there. So, sweetie pie, what I will say, I'm going to take out some more cards, is A, I feel like you're going to do good at your interview. That being said, I feel like they're a little bit unsure if you would like it and if you would actually stick around. Yeah, so I will continue to go and see and get a little bit more information onto it, because I truly do feel like you're doing a really, really good job, but I don't necessarily see you getting the first one. So into your first question, I hope the energy will definitely change, but onto my side, I will say a no. I do not believe that you're going to be getting a job offer from them. And again, it is not because of who you are or because of your competences. I feel like it has to do with the other people that are already there, but I feel like it also has to do with the people who are interviewing you. If you had, as strange as it is, if you had somebody else who was interviewing you, it's crazy, because this is what I'm going to say. There's two people who interview at this company. The one that I see at this moment is the one that I do not believe will take you. But if there's a switch in plans anywhere, the other person would hire you. So I'm going to say I hope the other person's going to be on in so you get the job, sweetie pie. And hopefully that energy will change. But for the moment, the person that I see interviewing you, I will say no for the moment, sweetie. Now, how are you going to do on to that? Let me go see how you're going to do on to the second question. And let me just go make sure that you're okay into the chat. Yeah, that's the question for the first one. No. It's a long answer, right? And you have two job interviews, but one is coming up very soon. When's the other one? I'm going to go and see for your second question, okay, into the meanwhile. But for the one that you're speaking about, into the email for that one, I'll say no. But I truly hope that the other person's going to come on in. And the other one is a lady. One of them, anyways. The second one is definitely a lady, and she would like you. She would. Okay. So how are you going to do on to the examination to January 25th? So I'm on to the January 25th one over here. All right. Actually, seriously, you're not going to do as good as you would like to, but the fact that you're not going to do as good as you would like to doesn't mean you're not doing good. You're going to do really quite good. So I'm going to say you're going to do absolutely fantastic. You're definitely passing. You have great ideas. You're moving on forward. You seem to be explaining what it is that you need to explain your point and your ideas quite efficiently. For some reason, I see some emotions into it too. I don't know if at some point in time there is anything of the such that could be a little bit more subjective. If so, I'm going to say your point is definitely getting across. You're going to do good. So the written examination on January 25th is going to go absolutely fantastic. Absolutely, no doubt about it. That is A1. Ah, well, there you go, Anna. I told you, sweetie. So there's 4 people total during your interview, right? Okay, so you need to be careful, sweetie. I tell you, this is it. Yeah. Yes, and they're like deciding all together who it is and what is going on. And there's a lady there who's going to absolutely love you. So be nice, be strong, be beautiful, sweetie. Anna, I know that you've got the heart for it. I know that you've got the skills for it. I know that you can go and get this position, my love. I know that you can. I will pray for you, my sweet love, so you can get it, because I know that there is not a big difference. I know that you are so close onto the edge of getting it, and I hope that you will, my sweetie. And I will give you a universe message. You get so nervous when it's more than one person interviewing, right? I know. It's kind of stressful. But it depends the way that you see it. 4 people is very interesting. Look at it in a different way. If there's one person, there's one opinion. They decide everything. Ooh, right? If there's 4 people, you have like a 25, 25, 25, 25. Think of it as you have 4 chances of actually getting that job. If 2 of them like you and 2 not so much, but the 2 who like you kind of overpower the other 2, you end up getting the position. So you actually have more chances by 4 different opinions than you do with 1. So 4 is better. Yeah. You've got this, my love. You've got this. 4 is better than 1. Think of it as a gang. But there's different ideas, there's different vibes, there's different history. They're all looking for something a little bit different, but they're all going to interact to you and with you onto a different kind of a level. So it actually allows you to show different parts of your personality and your knowledge than one person who's only focusing on one thing, which might not even actually be the right thing that is good. You've got this, Anna. You've got this, sweetie. I'm going to give you an angel message. Be strong, my love. Here we go with an angel message, and then we're going to go and see our beautiful Susan. You need to know, my beautiful love, that you are being guided towards a path of joy and fulfillment. Release any worries to the divine for solutions are unfolding in perfect timing. Your dreams, both literal and metaphorical, carry messages of love and reassurance. Pay attention to the signs that are around you, as they are confirmations of your angel's presence. Let me know, my beautiful Anna, if there is anything else I can do for you. And if not, please do come and update us, sweetie. Susan is up next. So here we go for our beautiful friend Susan. How are you doing, my lovely Susan? I'm going to go and see into the email. Hopefully you're doing better. This is a short one. Usually they're a little bit longer. Let's go and see. Okay, so what is going on with A? Okay. Did A do anything with G last night, this morning, and today? Last night, yes. As for today, so this morning and today, I will say no. What is he telling her on what's going on with you guys? He's basically telling her that your relationship is complicated, that your relationship is a little bit onto the side, but he is also telling her that this is okay, that you guys are allowed, or anyways, you allow him to see other people. So this person is not necessarily believing that that they're doing anything completely wrong. Now, I believe that he is saying that he is allowed, a little bit like you, if you would be into an open relationship, to see other people, but you don't necessarily want to know about it. And that's a little bit of his way to have the people that he does meet and that you do meet every once in a while not necessarily carry out that knowledge that they're doing anything. That's a little bit of his way of going around about the situation. Yes, you should. You should. You know, should you just make him pay child support? Yes, you should. Yes, you should. Because Angel is his responsibility as much as yours, and he's not pulling his weight in any kind of a way. He is not, in none of the ways. Should you? Yes. Is that up to you? Absolutely. Not up to me in any kind of a way. That is simply my opinion upon what I believe in the way that he treats you and what I have seen from him and what he does and what he gives you, and basically what he doesn't give you is what it is, because there's a lot of things he does not give you. That's where the main problems are coming through. So what I will say for you, my sweetie, is this. It's up to you to decide what you're going to do with your relationship. Not me, not spirits. Spirit is telling you there is something that is off. Spirit is telling you something is not right. Spirit is telling you you must make modifications. You must, meaning both of you must. So what you need is communication. You need to figure things out with him. And if he's not able to give you what you desire, then that is going to be entirely up to you to decide what the following step is going to be. But he must know what you're thinking, how you're feeling, and what you're thinking of doing. And he must honestly be completely open with you upon his wants and his desires and what he's willing to do to make the relationship better. Don't just get up, leave, and say you got to pay, child support. Communication is first. Figure things out together and be honest one with the other. And then you can try to figure out the right plan that will be correct and that will be adjusted for your family, sweetie pie. But for sure, he's not making you happy in any way. He's not making you fulfilled love-wise. He's not making you fulfilled family-wise. He's making you distrust people and everything Like, there's a lot of toxicity into this that you don't need. And if he wants to live by that, that's his choice. And it's your choice to decide what you want with it too. That being said, my sweet love, is she at his house right now? Is she at his house at this moment? No. Friday between 250 and 350 is what I'm seeing that he's going to give you. I do not see him doing anything with what the ex-wife at this moment neither, my love. So my beautiful, I'm going to say introspection is important and must be done. Within the introspection, you'll be able to figure out what the following steps are going to be for you, for Angel, and for the relationship. But he's definitely going to have to start standing up, changing things, and making things happen, my love. I always give you an angel message, so I shall give you one. Actually, I'm going to give you a universe message. Yes. Okay, so here we go with a universe message for you. Mimi is following on through. All right. The universe is sending you waves of love and encouragement. Know that you are never alone on your journey. Every step you take is supported with infinite energy, guiding you towards your highest good. The love that you seek is already within you, and as you open your heart, it shall draw closer to you. Trust that the challenges that you are facing are stepping stones to your growth and expansion. You're being prepared for something wonderful, something that will align perfectly with your soul's purpose. Let go of doubts, let go of fears. They're not serving you. You can, Julie, you can. What do you mean just got home? You laughed. I thought that you arrived and you were home relaxing. I thought you did. It's nice to see you again. We're going to go and see into the meanwhile our beautiful Mimi and Susan. I am sending you much love, sweetie. Mimi is going to be at 148. I'm just going to go and read your email. Since you sent me to the email, it must be medium to long. It can't be too short. So just one second. Let's just go right over here. Okay, so let's move on forward over here. Mimi. He's still playing games, not changing, right? Ah, Mimi. Oh, la, 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 la. Okay, here we go. Let me just go and see this. My beautiful Julie, you're going to be up in about 3-4 minutes, okay, my love? You are next. Okay. So here we go. His current feelings and actions. Okay, so Sweetie Pie, his current feelings on his actions. I'm going to say for the moment, it kind of seems like his behavior is confusing. Like, I'm going to say, like you said, like it always is. Especially with the teasing and the joking about the other women. I know that he's got a playful attitude. I know that he always does has a playful attitude. And I feel like sometimes that's a little bit of his own defense mechanism. But I also kind of feel like it indicates that he's not fully committed and he's not necessarily aware of his actions that he's giving towards you. So the way that he is acting, what he is saying, I feel like he's not necessarily realizing it. It's almost like we're speaking and we're talking, but we're not necessarily analyzing what we're saying before thinking it and saying it. Therefore, it could end up kind of hurting you. So his claim that he's not talking to other ladies, I'm going to say it could be true in some kind of a way. I feel like the way that it's true is that he's not talking to other ladies into like looking into a relationship or anything as such. He's not talking to anybody seriously is what he's trying to say. Now, the fact that he enjoys teasing you about it is a little bit of a sign that he's not all that serious and that he's not really ready to offer the security or the stability that you're looking for at this moment. So his not telling you because he's scared of hurting you is actually because he's not really ready to offer that kind of commitment that you do deserve. But we do know that he's not into that place. We do know that he's not ready to offer you that type of a commitment. So it just kind of sounds like he's aware of your feelings, but might not fully be in tune with what it actually takes to make that relationship kind of work, if you will, into the long term. Now, what does he actually want from this? What does he actually want? Hold on. And here we go. Just a second. All right. What does he actually want? It kind of seems like he might, well, it's not he might. He's still unsure, okay? He still doesn't know what to do with you here, sweetie, or what to do with the relationship. I feel like he's just kind of playing around, sweetie. So what does he want? He doesn't really know what he wants. I feel like he cares for you, but isn't sure about taking the next steps or being fully committed to you. His playful teasing and the back and forth about other women are indicating that he's not ready for this. He's not ready to settle down. And he's not really quite ready to make you feel like you're secure into this also. So I feel like he's testing the waters and he's not ready to give up his own patterns yet. He's just really wanting to know where you're at and what you're doing and how everything kind of goes along with it. So he's testing is basically what he's up to. Now, his love for you, from what you've described, his feelings, they're mixed. While he cares for you, he's also holding back. His uncertainty about you makes you feel like you're unsure about your true intentions. He does love you, but his actions, teasing, playing games, are suggesting that he's not ready for anything. And like I said, we've known that he's not been ready for like a year or so. So this is a sign that he's not into a place to give you what you want, the security that you want and that you need. So that's a little bit of a sign for you to say, well, what am I going to do with this? Am I going to continue to be onto my side? Am I going to continue to work onto my healing, onto what I want and what I desire? Or am I going to continue waiting? That's up to you, sweetie. That's a cycle that he's kind of trying to bring you back into. It's not a good cycle, but if he's able to break it, then that would be okay. But I don't see him being able to do that at this moment. So your plan to detach and to actually heal, I'm going to say, is perfect. The strength, the King of Swords, getting your ideas, putting things into the right place, the Hermit, a little bit letting him be onto his own side. It sounds like you're taking a wise step by doing that, by slowly detaching, by healing. This is going to give you the space to reflect on what you truly need into the relationship or into this connection and to focus onto your own well-being. It's important for you to honor your heart, your mind, your process into this also, because it's not just about him, it's about you too. So you need to listen to yourself. You need to listen to your heart and your soul. It is key. his actions are causing you more hurt than joy, then you have to detach, because that's just going to be the healthiest thing for you. Healing is going to take time, but it's going to bring you the clarity, it's going to bring you the peace. Now, what are the next steps, right? Next steps, it's okay for you to give yourself some time. To give yourself some time so you can heal. Focus on what's good for you, what brings you peace, what makes you feel good. Surround yourself with the good people. Surround yourself with the people who love you, the people who don't give you challenges and competition all over the place. Surround yourself by love, by strength, by possibilities. Bring yourself the rewards and the comfort and the contentment that you need into your life. Prioritize yourself. And as for him, if he truly cares for you, he's going to show it to you through actions, not just through those words. And if he continues to play those games and not give you the security that you need, then it's time to a little bit kind of consider this relationship, and is it really kind of aligning with your long-term happiness? So what you need to really look into this is your heart and your mind, they're into a battle, sweetie, because you're seeking stability and love, but his actions aren't offering it to you at this moment. You need to prioritize yourself, and you need to let go of uncertainty. The relationship at this moment is not bringing you any peace in any kind of way, not giving you security. It's giving you confusion, and it's giving you games. So what you need to do is to take it one step at a time, sweetie. Trust into the healing process of it all and see where that's going to bring you. Let that guide you onto the right path, onto the right place. Now, I know that you still do want some messages, so I shall give them to you. There is so much that I want to say to you. Good night, my beautiful Diane, and good night, Sean, sweetie. I do look for you absolutely everywhere. I thank you for never giving up onto us. And I want you to know that my heart belongs to you. I am sending you much love, my sweetie pie. I am. You're going to have a Pepsi and watch TV and then have a sleep. All right. Sounds like a plan, sweetie. D. Wayne, you got a beautiful, sweet soul. I like you. You can post your question. I'm going to be with you right after Julie, okay? So please do post your question. Lilith and Juanson at 10:15, so in 12 minutes, we're going to close everything down for tonight, my loves. And here we go for Julie, followed out by Dwayne. Now, here we go, sweetie. Do I still see him? Oh, yes, I do. I told you. He's going this week. Yes. He's going this week. He's going to be working onto it. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So, Juanson, you're going to be after D. Wayne, sweetie. So the therapy and the overcoming of the fears, the love and the commitment, what are we actually getting from this, right? What is he going to actually be advised on, if anything is actually beneficial for your relationship to move forward? I feel like we're trying to say to take it step by step. I feel like into the past, sometimes he tried to go a little bit too quick, if you will, even though quick is not really quick for him. But yeah, I feel like he's being sad to take his emotions on in and just kind of take it a little bit one step at a time over here, because that's going to actually avoid having another little bit of a breakdown that just kind of happens. So yes, he is still going to be engaging with his therapist. Yes, he is going this week. He is going to be working through his fears of love and commitment. Now, the actual therapy for him is going to be a space for him to explore those deep, those very rooted emotions, because he has a lot of deep rooted emotions. And that's going to help him actually process. And he's going to continue on to that for a certain amount of time. I feel like his therapist is going to advise him to look inward, to examine the past experiences that have shaped his fears. So why does he have these fears? Where are they rooted from? I feel like then he's going to be asked to kind of focus on building that trust, on building the security into his actual relationship. So that's going to be step 2. Now, the advice is going to be beneficial for your relationship because it's going to be about helping him become more open, more vulnerable, and ready to commit, but onto a deeper type of connection, because he's already going to have looked at, why do I have these issues? Why do I have these problems? And then I'm going to be taking it into the concrete, into the here, into the now, and making it happen. So I'm going to be taking what I've analyzed for myself and I'm going to put it in application. So with time, this work is going to lead him to those positive changes, and he could become more comfortable with the idea altogether of fully embracing that love and that commitment, which is actually going to help you into supporting your relationship moving on forward, which is what, well, me and you and him, we actually want. So yes. And you also have, you see, there you go. All right, here we go. So, yeah, I know it is. I know it's perfect. I'm just gonna go and pin this right over here, and let's just go get your follow-up question. I think it's lovey-dovey thoughts for Mike today. Does he have anything nice and sweet coming towards you? All right, let's go see. Lovey-dovey, sweet. He's trying to be the master of his feelings. He's trying to master on up his emotional security for him. I feel like into his mind, into his thoughts, he's a little bit kind of analyzing, if you will, a certain scenario. So a certain scenario where he is going to be thinking to himself, okay, everything being good, how should I move forward? What should I do? And how can I make things move on forward into the right way? I feel like into his world, into his lovey-dovey thoughts, he's thinking, if I could go back in time. He would not necessarily go back in time just a couple months ago. I know that things were good, but I feel like he would go all the way back into the beginning, where he's made like a few mistakes along the way. I feel like he wants to be able to give you more love, more confidence, more trust. I feel like into his lovey-dovey thoughts, he's trying to repair himself as much as he possibly can, so he can repair the damage he has done, so he can repair the hurt that he has done to you. If he could be a little bit your nurse at this moment and take care of your bandages and the wounds that he has done and give you all the love, if you will, that is something that he would do. But for the moment, I'm going to say this is what he's thinking about the past, but way back into the past, and all the mistakes he has done and how he could actually make things better. I feel like he is thinking into a sweet, affectionate kind of a way about you. I feel like when he thinks about you and he thinks about those first moments together, oh, they're always like that, but into the very, very beginning, there was like that little spark that was there, that he just knew that you were the one that he needed. And I feel like from that moment on time, whenever he thinks about you, he has this warm feeling into his heart. He always feels connected to you. Even to the moments when he is not talking, he feels that connection. It is strong. So he knows that that bond is there. I know that he feels a great admiration for your energy, for things that you do. He feels like you're always motivated. You're always up and going and doing things, and you're proactive. And he absolutely loves that about you, because he feels like you've got this energy that, oh my God, even if he wants to go and get, he doesn't always have. So, sweetie pie, he's loving you today, but he's loving you into a way of looking at your past love together and all the time that you guys have spent together and where it has brought you all the way up until today. So I feel like his love towards you is very genuine. It's very close to his heart today. And truly, I just feel like he loves you, sweetie, and that's the message he wants to give to you. Yeah. Hello, my beautiful Elaine. Nice to see you, sweetie. No, the spark that I see is when he actually met you, Julie. There was something about the moment where he met you, the very first time. That little je ne sais quoi, that he just knew that there was a very, very special bond that was there. And he's never let go of that bond all the way up until today. Mm. But it's always been there, it's never been gone. How are you doing, my beautiful Elaine? Are you good and safe, sweetie? I hope crazies aren't running after you, sweet love. You see? Never let go of it. It's always been there. So you see, you both felt the exact same thing, my beautiful Julie. And that is beautiful in itself. It is. Oh, well, good for you, Elaine. Hey, I'm not saying you have to be outside your house to call. I just said call. Don't wait till you're outside in danger. I much prefer you being inside, my beautiful Elaine. All right, my beautiful Julie. I shall see you a little bit later, sweetie. Sending love your way, sweet one. Watson. All right. Watson is next, I guess. Mm-hmm. Watson. Yeah, what do you want to know, Elaine? Shoot. If you're quick, I'll answer you. Well, you and Lisa reconcile. She's got a nice name. And get back together. Let me go and see. Elaine, go ahead with it when you're ready, sweetie. Oh, that was quick. Oh my God, you were ready, weren't you? Yeah, you were. No, those apartments aren't any good. Okay, hold on. So this is not for you, Elaine. D. Wayne beat you to it. You're next, though. So here we go. Are you going to get back together? The Magician popping on through. Followed out by our Queen of Cups. She still loves you. She still loves you, sweetie, which is a good sign altogether. She still loves you, but this hurt. This really, really hurts, sweetie. She's still holding on to you. I don't necessarily see her taking action, though. So let me take out some more cards, okay? So the first thing you need to know is that she still loves you, which is not a little thing. It's important. So the love is there. Well, sometimes we think about taking action, but we don't necessarily take the action. So let's go and see. We think about it, but we don't do it. When she thinks about you, she thinks about happiness. All right, sweetie, she's got a lot of clouded judgment. I'm going to say more time is necessary, my love. I don't want you to hate me. I really don't. I say what I see and what I feel. She still loves you. She still cares for you when she thinks about your relationship. When she thinks about the ending, the way that things kind of ended, there's a lot of pain. There's a lot of sorrow. She still lives with sorrow and pain. Yet she is not ready for a reconciliation at this moment. She is still hurt. She is still not ready. Her mind is still a little bit all over the place. So I'm going to say she's not going to take any movement at this moment. And I'm going to advise you not necessarily to take any movement at this moment. If you do a movement, it's not going to give you necessarily anything good. It will either back you on up a little bit more or keep you into a certain stagnation. The best thing I will say for you is the energy that I have is maybe wait 2 or 3 weeks. Maybe then, if you do still have some type of contact with her, email, text, whatever kind of system, or writing a message, whatever it is, if you have a way to contact her within the following 2 to 3 weeks, then maybe a little message, hey, how are you doing? Been thinking about you lately. I hope you're okay. Something of the such, not too invasive, could do the trick to kind of open things up. But within the following 2-3 weeks, you'll be able to have a little bit less of a clouded judgment. You'll be able to have more clarity also, and you will both be able to see a little bit more how to move on forward with it. But for the moment, I'm going to say no, sweetie. Okay, well, keep it that way for like 2-3 weeks, okay, sweetie? And then maybe come back and see me. I can look at the energy, I can see what's going on, and let you know if it's a good time to contact her or not. But for the moment, I'm going to say it's better to leave it the way that it is, okay? Hi, Zach. Nice to see you, sweetie. So for the moment, leave it the way that it is. It'll be better, all right? Because you're going to get some white stuff, all right? All right, I'm sending you much love, okay, sweetie? Stay strong within this, my love. And for you, my beautiful Elaine, you're wondering, hold on, you're wondering if you're going to move out, right? I think is what it was. So, wait, let me just go up. These apartments aren't any good. Yeah, okay. So, how long will you be at your mom's house? Oh, a good 3-4 months, my love. And we're in January, so that's going to bring you until like probably April, May. Yeah. I'm going to say April, May, my beautiful. Not much movement until then. So April, May is going to be mine. Whoever's sending hearts, love you. And thank you. Yeah. It is my pleasure, beautiful Elaine, sweetie. I know there's a lot of weird stuff out there, sweet one. And Michael Piker, just to answer your question, sweetie, hopefully you're here. Can I tell you, does she really want to be with you, or does she have any other plans? It's a mixed thing going on. She doesn't plan on walking away. She is interested into you, but things are still not completely clear into her mind, sweetie, okay? So, Michael, I'm going to say things are clouded. Things are not all that clear. She does like you. She does want to be with you, but she's not 100% about her plans yet. So, does she have plans with somebody else? It's a no. Is she interested in somebody else? It is a no. Does she like you? Yes. Does she know if she wants a relationship, though? That she doesn't know. More time's going to be necessary. Thank you, love. All right, let's go see Juanson to finish on up. And then we're going to be done with the readings for tonight. So, Juanson, you're my cherry, sweetie. My whipped cream and my cherry and my sprinkles. Let's go over here and see what we've got. So let's do this. And what's on here we go. So today was a nice, relaxing kind of a day. It was. Getting your things ready for work tomorrow, right? Yeah. I love that things are dedicated to her. I do. So let's go see this work week. How's it going to be going? Are you going to have a full... I actually kind of feel like you're going to get a full day. I do. I'm going to say people are not spending as much, and you're actually going to have a little bit of a time off, sweetie. Your sweetie pie is going to get a full day too. I don't necessarily feel like it's going to be at the same time though, but I will say yes onto that one. So, here we go. Okay. So, my dear Juanson, something's going to happen somewhere, somehow, within work or within a cover. Something's not going to go quite the way that you would like to. It has nothing to do with Elizabeth, but you do have a little bit of like a tower moment coming on through. But it could be a project that you want that you're not going to be doing after all. I'm going to say, as for your love life and work week, There's a focus onto your connection with Elizabeth, there's no doubt. I feel like the guidance that is coming on through is about working through the current dynamics, the current thoughts, the potential for seeing each other somewhat soon also. I feel like there's some warmth. I feel like there's a connection. I feel like there's clarity that is there. I feel as though basically she's been thinking about you. She's been wondering about you, but I feel like she's kind of excited to get back to work and get back into her own little cycle. May it be that cute little smile, may it be that little hand, maybe that, well, hand, like hand, not a handshake, but like a hello kind of a thing. Maybe those beautiful eyes. She is missing absolutely everything about you. So I'm going to say she's excited to go back. She's excited to see you. She's excited to get back on path, on to the way that things should be going. I feel like holidays are nice. They are good. I feel like they did what they need to do, but I feel like she's ready to kind of get on up and do things and change things. As for you, I'm going to say that you're evolving. You're continuing, sweetie. There's a little something is happening, like I said, with a cover. I feel like both of you will both be able to have a full day off this week. However, I feel like you're still going to have to go into work in order to get that full day off. So you might actually end up spending like 2-3 hours at work for no good reason before getting your day off, but you will get it. Let's go see over here. As for her, I feel like she's doing good. I feel like she's happy. I feel like this weekend was a little bit more difficult. I feel like there were a lot of memories. There were a lot of things that were going on through, but I feel like at this moment she is feeling better. I feel like she is feeling stronger, and I basically feel like she's ready to turn the page upon all this. Like, she doesn't want to play around with the sadnesses or these ideas or anything of the such. I feel like the holidays have been good for her, but they've also been a little bit kind of stressful for her and for her family. So I feel like she's happy about turning the page upon that. Just 1 second. Let's do that. I didn't skip. No, didn't skip. I know. I know. Seriously, it happens. It happens. It happened to my mom the other day too. She was trying to upload some stuff. It took forever and ever and ever. Honestly. So here we go. Did I put this one up? I don't know if I did. Let me just go and replace that one with this one. All right. So, what else do we have for you, sweet one? All right, so I'm going to say this week there is going to be definitely a situation that's going to require you to kind of work onto something, which could be that cover. I feel like your beautiful Elizabeth, she is thinking about you with great affection. The bond is building. It is stronger and stronger, but clarity is definitely needed. All right. I feel like Elizabeth energy is a mix of all different kind of emotions. I feel like she feels the love, but she also feels that need for clarity, that need of understanding. But I'm going to say that's a little bit of something that's going to be happening as time goes on by. You both have a lot of things onto your plate. You're both thinking about a lot of things. You both have all different kind of plans. You, music, work, life all together. For her, there's school, there's work, there's life all together. There's a lot of things. But at some point in time, whenever you guys, you or her is ready, it will be important to make a little bit of that extra little move without making that huge stretch of a move. I feel like at this moment we accept the way that things are, but we're happy with the way that things are also. So whatever it is that we are receiving, we are happy and we feel quite loved with it, sweetie. Now, if we move on forward to an angel message, the angels are encouraging you, my dear Juanson, to step into your power and to trust your inner wisdom. And if we go to an oracle message, the universe is aligning things into your favor, but you need to trust into the timing of your life. And let's go with some love messages from your beautiful sweetie pie. All right, love messages. Her thoughts are filled with beautiful admiration for you. She values every single moment that she shares with you, and she looks forward to seeing you. She wants you to know that she misses you so very much, that she treasures every single moment with you. Sometimes she feels like things are moving a little bit too slow, though, but she wants you to know that she loves you, and she's wondering how you feel about her. Her feelings are deeper than something that is just more physical. And she wants you to know that she feels so very safe when you are close to her. And let's finish on up with the Book of Tarot. Good night, my beautiful Elaine, sweetie. Stay safe, okay? Stay safe, my love. Let me know when you are ready. And for everybody else, we shall be back tomorrow. Same place, same time. And you are ready with the pink hands. Seven of Cups reverse. The answer is yes if you are positive about it. That being said, I shall say, like our beautiful Lilith, thank you for joining us, everybody. Have a blessed evening, and we shall see you tomorrow. Sweet dreams, my loves.